Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 27. In the previous video, we continued to be students at school, and now we're gonna keep being students at school, but we're exploring in the afternoon, and we are allowed to leave into the Gen Pop, at least of the Auburn district. That's pretty fun. Also, I gotta admit, the spinning the hair around is also pretty entertaining. Hadn't really paid attention to that before. Naughty, that's gonna be Nadia's bonus because, you know, everyone always learns, or usually always learns, at least one extra craft over the course of the game, even in like the sequels. That's gonna be her new craft. Fucking twirly tornado. Sounds good to me. I'll send some materials your way then. When you have time, would you mind giving them a glance? Of course. You know, Mr. Powell was a tad worried about how you'd adapt to the new environment, but I think you've been handling everything quite well. However, I do think you can afford to ease up a little, Miss Toa. There's no need to go overboard. My apologies. I'll try my best not to overdo it. I'm really grateful for all your support so far, Miss Matilda. The hell are you two freaks doing? Talking to each other? Cringe. We don't do that in 1209, alright? Getting the chance to stalk with students always gives me a little energy boost. It's not that it makes me feel young again, really. I guess it just makes you want to work harder, you know? Are you not a student? Because I kind of just assumed you were a student, sir. But, you know, I mean, that's a compliment, I guess. Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. If you're like, well, I think it's like the older, well, it probably comes across as patronizing if you're super old, but like the older you are, the more flattering it is to be considered a high school student. But when you're like, you know, 21 or something, you're probably more insecure about looking young. But if you're like 31, you're like, holy hell, I still got it, man. But then if you're 41, you're like, shut the fuck up. Don't patronize me. I think that's the range of emotions, personally. We tend to be at our busiest right when the school day ends, and the students like to get something to eat for their club start. I'm so glad to get to support all these growing minds. By the way, you know we got our desserts delivered from a famous bakery? You can just like walk up whenever you want and order some food at the cafeteria. Nah, man, that's not how this shit worked where I'm from. You had your assigned time, you went there, you got your green slop, you said, ooh-wee. And you ate it and you didn't complain. Well, you did, but, you know. I got a letter of acceptance from the Basel Institute of Science a few days ago. It's not exactly an admission gift or anything, but they gave me access to their new app. You got into Basel? That's amazing. Congratulations. I have a friend who's in Basel. They're younger than you. They're way more successful, way better. What kind of app did they give you? An orbital drone simulator. Evidently there are quite a few young engineers at Basel who are familiar with drone technology. Can't wait to share all my ideas with them. You think it was developed by ... Katra? I wouldn't be all that surprised. Also allows its students to take online classes. Wait, do you even know Katra? Right? I'd attend the lectures right away if I could, but I'll have to wait a little. Right, like, is there any way in which she should... Am I stupid? Oh, well, they maybe even met in the garden. We haven't technically done their introduction in the garden yet, but that could be it. Because I'm like... You know, they haven't... As far as we know, they haven't talked to Rin recently. I mean, I guess they could have talked, like, on the phone or something. But even then, the chances of her bringing up Katra are... I mean, it's not impossible, but it seems a little unlikely. My father is a famous classical painter from Erasion. In order to ensure I follow in his footsteps, my parents have had me taking art lessons ever since I was a child. I suppose I'm grateful to some degree. After all, that's what got me into Artemis. But I don't want to be a classical painter. I want to be a comic book artist. Think I know what's expected of me, though? It worries me every day. Yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta have a real fucking passion for that shit. I mean, that's the problem with all passion-based industries, is that they will destroy you. Because there's always some other person who's younger and brighter-eyed than you that's willing to come in and have their soul destroyed in your place. Well, there's not much I can do about it at the moment. I should just focus on finishing my piece for the festival. Oh, they got another suggestion? Our after-school sales have been on the decline recently. I think I know what's causing it. If possible, I'd like to discuss with the student council. That's not a suggestion. Alright? A suggestion is like, bring back recess for high schoolers. What the fuck? Why do we lose recess? I can still jungle gym with the best of them, man. That's a suggestion. This is help me. Wait a sec, I thought only students could use the suggestion box. Nope, it's open to everyone on campus, faculty included, but they typically only come to us when they need help with an issue outside their purview. That must seem pretty unusual, huh? Well, considering RMS values student independence, I think it makes perfect sense. Bet you guys must hold a lot of sway over them then. Probably enough to talk to the school store and to stock on your favorite sweets, yeah? Not necessarily, although we certainly get our fair share of requests asking us to. Anyway, or see, that's a good suggestion. Freaking, you know, have better snack selection. It seems the store's in a bit of a pinch at the moment. Let's head over and see what Roscoe has to say.
What's on the menu?
Just rush into the teacher room, Mach 3 to get some lemonade. The members of the athletic club have been pretty much set on a direction for their booth at the festival. Looks like I won't have to flay anyone alive this year.
Okay.
I was surprised to learn Edward is Sasha's older brother. Well, I suppose I'll just play it by ear for now. Welcome, can I help you find something? Sorry to bother you in the middle of the work, it's just that Anya's explained. Oh, so that's why you're here. You kids are already so busy, I'd hate to pile on more on your plate, but... Not at all, it comes with the territory anyway. You mentioned you were worried about sales, right? Yes, our after-school sale numbers have been on the decline recently. Not all of a sudden either, but gradually day by day and week by week. On top of that, the items we've seen fewer sales of in particular are sports drinks and nutritional supplements. I see, so there's a decrease in specific products being sold. I haven't changed up our selection any, so I don't really think there's a problem with the store itself. It's just... In the note you said you might have some idea about why this is happening. Yeah, you see, we actually have a few regulars that tend to come by after school. I guess you could say they contribute to a pretty big portion of our sales. You gotta bring back my whales! They've stopped coming in lately. So who are these regulars of yours? The basketball club. They'd come by all the time for practice, sometimes even during. I've heard our teams are good enough to make nationals because of how rigorous they are with their training. Considering when you stock, it makes sense they'd be your most common customers. Basketball, huh? It was pretty fun when we played during gym this afternoon. I like how you have to stay coordinated with your teammates while also keeping toe-to-toe with the opposition. Yeah, you look so cool, S. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're getting a little off topic here. Fucking shut down. You gave us some details about the situation, but I'm still not sure what you want us to do about it. You want us to look into what's going on with the basketball club, or are you just interested in improving your sales? Naturally, sales are what I'm most concerned with. I'm also worried about the club too. That's part of why I put the note in the suggestion box, since it involves some of RMS's students. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I was coming down on you. We just want to make sure we fully understand our client's request. Client? You sound so professional. Got it. Kill the basketball club. That's what you want, right? Well, you know, they used to do stuff like this all the time at their old school because they're exchange students. Ah, they do things so crazy up at Remiferia. You know, they go to school in reindeer up there? Probably? What she said. Anyway, we're taking his case, right? Considering this sounds like something the student council would want to investigate anyway, we'll go ahead and take your case. Could just be a coincidence. Maybe they don't like the stuff they sell here anymore. Well, even if they're totally fine, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders to know for sure. I hate to ask students to handle something like this, but anyway, anything you could find out would be greatly appreciated. Of course, we'd be happy to help. Let's start by talking to Sasha. She's the captain of the girls' basketball team. I'm sure she won't mind sharing some info with us. She's likely either in the courtyard or the auditorium. Huh, I didn't realize the club had separate teams for boys and girls. Makes sense, though. We're learning all kinds of things today. Okay, time to jump back into RMS Expedition Squad Archive Solutions Edition After School Chapter.
RSPG time!
Maybe Nadia should be a manga writer, right? Isn't that a thing? They have really, really long titles nowadays? I'm faking. Where are these floating dots? Quit taunting me. I don't... You on the roof, you little shit? I hope I'm doing this alright. I wanted to know how I really feel. Hold up, is he writing a love letter? If he is, we better give him some privacy. Cast of characters: a somewhat airheaded goody two-shoes. General Atkinson, so hot-blooded he's practically on fire. Advocate of where there's a will, there's a way. Aramis the artist, has no confidence in his own technique. Subservient. You think they made Kincaid play that one? August the philosopher, habitually says, I'm just getting warmed up. Tends to be withdrawn. Text omitted. Okay, so I think we're done with the school talking. Let's go see if we can find the basketball club. They'll probably be all like, we'll tell you our complex if you can beat us a game of one-on-one ball, and then Anya's is going to be balling all over them. I can already see it now. You baited me.
Do you have a moment?
Everything seemed pretty normal in Aryan. We just haven't practiced it like we always do. I mean, we psyched off a little bit after the Winter Nationals. That's the only issue I can think of. Right now, though, everybody's pumped up for our next big tournament. Oh, there's that fighting spirit I heard so much about. I heard that Aramis is a strong basketball club. You guys must do some pretty harsh training. I had to do some harsh training once. You could say that, but it's not all about how much you practice. Fostering good relationships is our major key to success, and not just with players, but with the managers too. For example, the manager for the first year girls is really diligent and thoughtful. She's always the last to leave after practice because she wants to make sure everything is put away neatly. Having someone like that around really helps encourage the spirit of teamwork. I totally get where she's coming from. Some people may work fast, but they can be super sloppy about it. You're one to talk. Sounds like you know your team inside and out. Well, when you're a captain, part of your role is to look out for everyone. I'm sure I've talked your ears off with the team for long enough, though. Getting back to your question, I think I'd be more worried about the boys' team. They've been practicing as usual, but for whatever reason, they just seem kind of down. They used to get so fired up about everything, honestly it was almost obnoxious, but they've been oddly quiet by comparison lately. I was actually considering bringing it up to the captain. I see, something's going on with the boys' team. I should probably be the one to go see what's up, but if you guys are already looking into it, do you mind checking in on them for me? Of course, we don't mind at all. I think I saw the boys were over in the courtyard. Let's go see what they have to say.
One sec.
Should have known Sasha would figure out something's up. You guys really are having trouble. And it's hard to put into words, but it's like we're running into all kinds of issues lately. Like we've been hexed. Like having to fill our basketballs with air right for practice because they're all going flat. And sometimes we find ourselves missing stuff like jerseys or tape right when we need them. And why does this prevent you from eating snacks? Maybe you've got a poltergeist. Honestly, a poltergeist would be less trouble at this point. Everybody's getting pretty frustrated because of how the issues keep messing with the tempo of our training. Some members are even starting to suspect one another of trying to drag us all down. It's strange that none of this has been happening to the girls' team. Where do you guys keep all your spare basketballs and stuff? In the boys' basketball locker on the first floor of the clubhouse. The manager maintains it for us, which makes them the prime suspect. Let's go ask and see if they know anything. They might be able to give us a new lead. Sheesh! Really wish they'd cut us some slack. I mean, we need all the support we can get right now. Anyway, if you talk to our manager, he's over in the boys' basketball team room. Trying to figure out how we can fix it.
Do you have a moment?
I see. Can't say I blame you for wanting to talk to me about it. You haven't been playing pranks on the team, have you? Could you be any more blunt? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if some of our players suspected the same thing. Only the manager and advisor are given keys to the clubhouse. No one else should be able to get in. But I swear I haven't been pulling pranks on anyone. Stare. I think that's enough, Nadia. Stare. If that's the case, then it's likely the culprit is a member of the basketball club. Stare. Hey manager, can I get some spare bandages? Stare. Sure, got them right here for you. Thanks. Don't have to push yourself out there, okay? If you don't loosen up every now and again, you'll wear yourself out before you even get to an actual match. You're right, I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready for the tournament is all. Especially after I managed to climb all the way up to first string. Ooh, there's that fighting spirit I heard so much about, part 2. Is that girl weird or is it just me? It's hard to train as much as I want. We've got somebody messing with us all the time. I don't want to miss the chance to show my girlfriend how much I've improved at this next tournament. Girlfriend? The springtime of youth? I got off, Nadia. It's only natural that she'd want to make a good impression on someone who's so important to you. She's a really thoughtful person and she's always been supportive to me. This is the best way I know to thank her. Yeah, believe me, I know how passionate you are about this. Anyway, if you need anything else, just let me know, okay? You got it. Talk to you later. Stare. Double stare. We'll continue our investigation and let you know what we find. Actually, considering Miss Sonia also has a key to this room, maybe we should talk to her. Sounds good to me. Alright, thanks for all your help so far. Miss Sonia. I think you're on the second floor? Correct?
Do you have a moment?
The basketball club? Well, yes, I do have a key to their locker rooms. I'm the advisor to all the sport clubs on campus. You ever loan out the key for any reason? Maybe with a record of who checks it out? Only very rarely, since we don't want to risk anyone stealing stuff. We're pretty strict on the managers about that kind of thing as well. However, the keys do open both the boys' and girls' locker room. That way it's a little easier for everyone to get to plaza if they need them. So they're like master keys? Sounds like it'd be pretty bad if one of them went missing. This is the first we've heard of it. That means the managers for both teams have access to the boys' and girls' locker rooms, right? And it's possible someone on the girls' team could be the culprit. What do you mean by culprit? Well, we're just playing a little riddle game we made up, that's all. Had to get a hint from you in order to solve the case. Really? That sounds like fun. Sure is lovely to see you kids getting along so well. Can I play? Oh man, I love riddle games. Better get back to it. Thanks for all your help. Hey Aggie. Lying to a teacher without batting an eye, no less. Guess you've got a naughty streak in you after all. Maybe it's Van's influence. He's been putting ideas in your head, hasn't he? Not that lying can't be beneficial from time to time. Alright, yeah, time out. You can't... Even if it was against your will, you guys aren't murderers, you know? I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I can't say I haven't learned a thing or two from him. More importantly, I didn't want this issue to get blown out of proportion just yet. Don't worry, I get you. Well, anyway, let's head back over to go back over everything we've learned so far. The problem is that the boys' basketball team can't practice effectively right now due to issues with their supplies. Although we initially thought it had to be someone on the boys' team causing this. With what Miss Sonia just told us, we now know that the keys held by the manager can open both the boys' and girls' locker room. It means the members of the girls' team are also suspects now. At the moment, however, we still don't have any motives. So who would want to interfere with the boys' practice? Who and why? Well, I don't know any of the girls' names, so if you ask me, it's gonna be a big, What if we changed our perspective a little? Instead of thinking over a list of suspects, we should try and narrow down the reason behind the culprit's actions. Try and infer their goal, huh? Well, let's think about what benefit would be for doing this in the first place. I think there might be something we're forgetting. You picked up on it too. That gung-ho first you ran into earlier seemed to be favoring one leg over the other. Well, he did say he needed a bandage. He was trying to keep anyone from noticing, but I bet anything he injured himself. Yeah, it didn't seem like he told anyone about it either. Although I'm pretty sure the manager hasn't figured out already. I can't blame him. He seemed so happy to be chosen for first string after all. Now was that part about him wanting to show off what he'd achieved to his girlfriend? I think we should use him as our jumping off point for the time being. It has something to do with the first year's injury. Whoever was interfering with their practice was doing so because... I mean... Presumably... it's the girlfriend. Now, we don't know that she's in the basketball team or anything, but... like, could be... well, no, I guess... because I was thinking something along the lines of sabotaging to make him look better. Or something. But that doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, making it so that if he can't practice, nobody else could practice. So basically it's like he's not going to seem like he's dead weight or like dragging the team down if everyone's playing equally badly. That might be the least likely option. Okay, well, fuck you. When you consider the fact he's trying to keep his injury a secret so he can keep practicing. Oh shit, I was just mashing the button, man. Someone else didn't want him to practice. Okay, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. If we're thinking it's the girlfriend doing it. But, like, I was still coming at it from the perspective of... but I guess it does say he didn't. Like, we're ascribing the motive to the dude. Where I was thinking it more like... the girlfriend is sabotaging so that he won't look bad. Right? If they're all equally bad. But yeah. And plus the third option was the only one that didn't explicitly say he. I think there might be someone else that wants to prevent him from practicing. And then the second, I was just mashing the button to advance the dialogue. If that's the case, why not just let him rest for a while? Ruin it for everyone else. Maybe they tried to get him to rest, but he wouldn't listen. Seemed like a pretty determined guy after all. Whatever the case may be, I think it's most likely that whoever's behind this is someone that wants him to recover from his injury. Considering what we know, the prime suspect would have to be... his girlfriend. I think it might be his girlfriend. So, I mean, we had the right idea, it's just picked the wrong option, which I don't have a problem with that one. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, any girl would be worried if their boyfriend was hurt. Especially since he's working extra hard just to thank her. I bet she feels guilty because he's pushing himself so hard. If she's as diligent and thoughtful as he said she is, I'm sure she's thinking pretty hard on it. Diligent and thoughtful? Doesn't that mean the manager for the first year girls is his girlfriend? She is? It's all still speculation at this point, but I think she would be the most likely suspect. I guess being a manager would give her access to the boys' locker room too. And when I think back on what Sasha said earlier, the manager of the first year girls is really diligent and thoughtful. He's always the last to leave after practice because she wants to make sure everything is put away neatly. Did she say that? I have no memory of that. Yep, definitely had the opportunity to mess with the boys' supplies too. And all without hurting the girls' team. Did she really go that far for her boyfriend though? If someone found out, it'd just make things worse for him. Oh, S, you clearly don't know the impact love can have on a young maiden. Is this about love or morals? I agree with you, Swin. However, we could be here all day just theorizing. I think the next step is to confront her directly and see what she has to say. Right, the only way we'll get the truth is by asking her. Hopefully she'll open up to us. The manager should be over in the girls' locker room, so let's head over now. Fuck you, eat my ass. I said I was okay with it, but that doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Because, I mean, I had the right line of thought. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not going to argue about it. You on the second floor? You're under arrest. Sorry, but do you mind if we speak with you for a minute? Sure. What can I help you with? Anya sat down and calmly explained everything they learned from the situation as well as their suspicions. Which brings us here. Everything you said is true. I won't try and make excuses for it. Well, that was easy. I already told myself I'd admit what I'd done if anyone found out. I'm sorry, I really am. Could you maybe tell us a little bit more about why you did all this? My boyfriend, the boy you met and I started dating not long after he joined the basketball club. To be honest, he wasn't all that good at the start, but he would practice every chance he could get, even on his days off. It's been about a year now, he's finally taken off the benches. Yeah, he seemed pretty fired up about it. But even overdoing it lately, he ended up hurting his leg. He's been hiding it from everyone so he can keep practicing. Every time I tried getting him to take it easy, he told me to stop worrying. I can tell you really care for him, especially since you've been supporting him all this time. Yeah. That's why I thought maybe I could make it so that he couldn't practice anymore, that maybe if I was able to slow him down just a little bit, at least until the tournament ended. Well, thanks for being honest with us. It was a kind of dumbass plan, for me, completely honest. Personally, since we're gonna argue about it, I think her plan makes more sense if she's like, I'm gonna make sure everyone looks like garbage, so that the boyfriend doesn't seem like he's gonna be worse and then get put back on the benches, right? Because if they go to the tournament and he's hurt and sucks ass, but like nobody knows that he's sucking ass because he's hurt, he's gonna look bad and they're gonna be like, sorry brother, you gotta go sit on the bench again. But if she makes everyone look bad, then they'll be like, well, I guess, you know, we're all equally bad. I guess we may as well stay in there, partner. Because A, she wasn't actually preventing practice, really, because the dude's still practicing all the time. And B, you're just fucking over other people. Which, I mean, I guess you're fucking over other people in both scenarios, but you should be, like, I guess, specifically trying to sabotage him by, like, breaking his other leg or something. I think we have a pretty good picture of the situation now. I'm afraid we can't allow you to continue interfering with the boys' basketball team. That being said, I really do want to respect her feelings. What would Van do if he were in my shoes? What should we suggest she do? Be honest, keep it a secret? Well... okay. Being honest. What does that accomplish? It's the right thing to do. Alright, okay. Keep it a secret. What does that accomplish? Keeps morale up. Everyone can just be like, wasn't it crazy how we were like haunted for those couple months? Yeah, that was so weird and spooky. Because I mean, I don't know, I'd probably be pretty pissed if I learned that a student at our school was sabotaging us. Alright, I guess we'll keep it secret. For now, let's keep this between us. Why don't we go and talk to the manager of the boys team instead? We'd have to tell him everything, right? What if he gets mad at me? Well, I mean, getting yelled at, I mean, that's the least penance you could have to do. I know this is going to sound harsh, but I think you're just going to have to deal with it. You're right. I'm sorry. I think his manager will handle it just fine. He seems like he's pretty good at taking care of his players. You really think it'd be okay for me to keep this from my boyfriend? Well, I mean, I feel like you should tell him, but I just mean like we don't have to publicly take you out in the fucking square and announce your crimes. I get how you feel, but sometimes being honest isn't for the best. Like, actually, that's not... I just meant we don't have to publicly say what you did and get the whole school to hate you. The important thing is to keep him from furthering his injury. Honestly, I think telling him the truth might distract him from practice. I know you must have spent plenty of time thinking it over. You made a choice that you believe would be in his best interest, right? You care about him a lot, so it's okay to wait until there's a better time to tell him. But you should still tell him. Now that somebody else knows, it feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Not being able to tell anyone, it made it all really hard. Thanks for stepping in. After that, Agnes and the others went to the manager of the boys' basketball team and explained the situation. The girl was open and upfront with him about the situation, and Agnes, Sven, and Nadia did what they could to support her from the sidelines. He calmly accepted her admission and told her that he'd take personal responsibility for her boyfriend's care. Should have to like do all the basketball club's homework or something though. Like it's gotta be like a little bit of punishment. One more case in the bag. I sure wasn't expecting something like that to be the reason the store's numbers were struggling. Well, at least our clients sounded relieved. Yeah, we did find a solution to his problem after all. I'm impressed though, Aggie. You've got pretty good at these RMS 4 SPGs. 4 SPGs, huh? Honestly, I guess the first time I ever had to deal with a case like this. I just hope the manager isn't being too hard on herself right now. I mean, she should be a little hard on herself. She got off like pretty scot-free. Even if it doesn't excuse what she did, she really was acting out of love for her boyfriend. I guess I shouldn't let my personal feelings get in the way of things, though. I think you're fine. Everyone's got their own methods, right? I'm sure Van taught you that much. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why, but I think I'm starting to miss him a little. Flick her forehead. Just a tiny bit, though. Okay, then let's get back to our aimless wandering. What's next on the docket? Tea, maybe? In case you forgot, we still have more work to do.
All in a day's work. Mira deposit confirmed.
We're going for the world's first 3-law playthrough. No law. No, we're not leveling that shit up at all, okay? We're pure chaos and gray over here, baby. Okay, so we can actually head out into the district. Okay, Arbor District, yeah, it's not too big. Hey Lyle, I figured I'd let you know I'm the only one in charge of the first year stalls for the upcoming festival. Or I'm the one in charge. You mentioned you wanted to do a snack bar. Yeah, I do. It's something I've been wanting to try for a while now. And then anytime a girl walks by, I can say, welcome to the snack bar, but I guess you already know about that, considering you're such a snack. Ah, shit, it worked better in my head. That said, though, I'm kind of impressed. It's going to be a work balance. Oh, I got. Then when the girl walks by, I say, "Oh man, you must be the restock for my snack bar, considering how you're such a." Ah, that also was better in my head. It's going to be a lot of work balancing festival activities with your part-time job. Well, I gotta keep helping out with the bills at home and everything, you know. Or I could be like, "Hey, you're a snack," or something. Oh man, what would Julian do? That doesn't mean I have to give up on living my school life. By the way, what are your thoughts on going to a little date later? No. Besides, I have a feeling you'd make a better pair with someone else. You think so? Well, can you introduce me? Hey, you're gonna get his ass banished, Thelma. So I have someone in mind that would be a good match for Lyle. Just not sure how they feel about each other yet. Might be a bit too early to spark a flame. Someone that make a good pair with me? Does such a girl really exist? Well... there certainly are quite a few rather unique students among the Armis crowd. Just watching them all makes me feel terribly pleased. I'm sure you feel the same, Madeline.
See you tomorrow.
You're such a good boy, Apollo. Playing with you's my favorite. Woof, woof. Alright, put the snacks in the bag.
Come again.
I'm one of Andalusia's most loyal. I'll have you know, we have like 20 Andalusia cakes that have been sitting in Van's back pocket. They've been there so long, they've decomposed down to the molecular level and can no longer be seen by the human eye, but they're still there, alright? They're still there. I've been coming here forever. Holland considers me one of his regulars, of course. He'd even memorize which cakes I like the most. He really knows how to please his fans. Oh, yes. Did you make some new friends recently? Hello, Mr. Holland. Actually, these two are exchange students. They just arrived in Edith the other day. Ah, so they're not your friends. Got it. Nice to meet you. These cakes look so yummy, by the way. Andalusia Pastier. So this is the one of Van's favorite bakeries? You know Van as well? Then it's decided you need to try some of our samples. Hey. Oh, thank you. If you're sure, we don't mean to be a bother or anything. Oh, no problem at all. Just think of it as a little advertisement. Thank you very much, Mr. Holland.
What would you like? Come again.
I suppose it's been unusual for exchange students to come so late in the year, but it's always nice to see new faces. Feel free to stop by on your way home from school sometime. I'll be heading off on a food tour in a moment. I've decided to end the day with a real slice of luxury as well, Andalusia's cake. I made plans for all my other stops too, of course. This is going to be so exciting. Let's see. We'll save the quest. We don't really have enough time to do it, probably, so... Who up? Getting these shards collected? Take me home. Okay, never mind, sorry. Oh, wait, did I forget somebody? Oh no, I just didn't double talk to you. Food tours can be pretty expensive, you know. That's why I had to get a part-time job. And a small inheritance. Thankfully, it's in the food service industry, so I get free meals too. It's been a real lifeline. Can't believe it's already been 4 months since Cray's tragedy. Well, at least the city seems to have regained its sense of calm. Only we could spend our days in peace. Welcome to Edith Cathedral. Our place of worship is open to everyone and anyone, no matter your background. Feel free to stop by whenever you'd like. I wonder what those girls are praying for. Stop letting your thoughts stray, Philia. How was Sunday school, Mia? Well, math was pretty hard. We ended up doing some arts and crafts after. Wait a minute, isn't Daddy supposed to be home soon? I need to still finish the picture I drew for him. Come on, we need to hurry. I'm sure he'll be more than thrilled to see it. Less talking, more drawing.
Edith Cathedral sure is impressive.
You can say that again. It was erected around 510, which makes it the oldest building in Edith.
Tallest,
wow,
too.
Aggie, you really know your stuff.
Because 5'10" sounds like I get it. Got, you know? You're Yoda, right? Where do you live? Oh. I live with my mommy. Do you all live above ground? I'm a mole person. Of course you do. You know, you're kind of weird, Yoda. How'd you get up here? These kids are all the same age as me. I love this school thing. Can't wait to talk to everyone. Isn't that... I'm in middle of trip at moment, but I needed to stop by Capital for errand real quick. Have to get back on road soon though. Don't think I've even got time to visit the kids. Even if I had time, wouldn't visit kid. Anyway, looks like you students have some business to attend to as well. Would you like to take a look at some of my wares? Pick up variety of items from all over the world. Some of it trash, some of it's treasure. You're kind of weird, but sure, we'll take a peek. Let's see what you got.
No need to be shy now.
What the fuck, man? Where's my action 2s? Haters. Freaking Frazzle. I'm so surprised no mine 2s. Saint Arrow, Lost Mobius, Refreshing Veil, Aura Breath. Ooh, Cataract Wave is back. And Fire Squall and an Aura Breath and a... Wait, I wasn't done? Okay, I think that's good. Man, Mirage kind of getting the... I guess the Mirage doesn't really have like a weak spell like these do. I was gonna say, they didn't get a new spell, man? That's fucked up. Okay, we should at least open a few of your slots.
Come again. No need to be shy now.
Feather Vest. What are the U material pluses used for? It's so weird. Why do they exist?
Come again. No need to be shy now. Come again. What would you like?
You trade... No, you don't trade in, Oh, no. You trade quartz? I thought maybe I could make an action 2 that way. Okay, some of these use U material pluses.
Come again. No need to be shy now.
Alright.
Come again.
We blew through our money, but it was for a good cause. Kind of. Seems like the city's been a bit calmer lately. The tragedy at Cray Village left many deep scars. You will be healing from them for a while yet. But I have faith we can move forward with our lives hand in hand. My work as a liaison often requires me to visit churches around the Republic. I tend to see people who use the Revolution Festival as a turning point in their lives. It really drives home just how strong people can be, and how weak. So I guess we're done already? Oh, wait, no. Oh, there you are. I was wondering if you, like, just escaped or something? But no, you took him up here on purpose. So your name was Gabriella, correct? How did you go to, like, his first day of Sunday school? Well, he definitely seems to have enjoyed himself, so I guess I can't really complain. But we don't even have a home address at this moment. I don't think we'll be allowed to... They must have fallen on difficult times recently. There's no need to seek permission for his education. Under the goddess, we are all equal. Right, she can say that all she wants to, but the others actually believe it? Looks like they're in the middle of something. Isn't she from the Blacklight District?
Let's go.
The people at the church are friendlier than I thought they'd be. Still kind of on edge about this, though. I just don't want to cause any trouble. Is that alright if I ask you a few questions? As long as you're comfortable, of course. Alright, I guess we'll... Oh, we have a couple more people, but I guess we'll probably go ahead and call it. Regardless, I was glad to hear Elsheim's thoughts on the matter. Please give the ambassador my best. Of course, it was an honor to hear your opinions as well, Senator Ryan. This trip has allowed us to reaffirm the Republican Party's intentions to retain good relations with our country. I hope we can look forward to hearing more from you on the topic in the future. Well, remember the views I expressed are not officially held by our party. They're only my personal opinion. I must follow my own principles, after all, even if that means drifting away from the Republican Party's mainstream politics. At any rate, I should be going. Allow me to offer my gratitude once more. Isn't that... Senator Ryan Connery. He's been in the news a lot lately. He's said to be a young, up-and-coming member of the Republican Party. Plenty of people have their eye on him. I see. Do you guys do anything with them? He looks a little young for a politician, don't you think? But there's something about him that makes him seem so capable. Okay, you're acting like you guys knew him, which seems... It seems like a little young for you guys to have been involved in anything related to him, and plus the fact that he's not dead. I know I've said my goodbyes, but I don't feel like going home just yet. Perhaps I should take this time to stop by the church. Suppose it's been a while. Be a good chance to re-examine my path under the eyes of the goddess. Princess Zeta actually spoke to me the other day. It caught me by surprise, honestly. I swear she becomes more beautiful and intelligent every day. And Sherrod must be very proud. Yeah, I guess. I mean, personally, I feel like I'd be proud of my sister regardless of what she looked like. But, you know, whatever. That's just me. Right, you know, their appearance would be the smallest factor. Being intelligent, alright, I'll give you that one. I suppose you can be proud of that. But alright. We will call it here. And next time, we will... Hey, we could do the garden. Oh, and also there's this lady hiding out over here. Alright, now that my luggage are dropped off, I can finally go diving again. Let's see, I should probably stay in the general vicinity today. Diving? Is she talking about the underground tunnels? There's no way. Well, actually considering this is Sigourney we're talking about. Ah, the exchange students. Do you need something? Not really. I just couldn't help but notice that the two of you are in incredible shape. We sure are the very picture of peak performance, they call us. I assume you guys go diving as well. Well, whatever. It should be fine as long as you don't bump into each other. Yeah, true. That's pretty true. I think you're done. Alright, we will We'll maybe do the garden next time, actually. Where's the entrance? It was around here somewhere. Was it over here? I remember we found one in this section, but... Or out here. Oh, was it over here? Yeah, okay. We will, we might do the garden. We'll see. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.